Hello and welcome. Today I'll be debunking MrRepzion. He is a very successful and big YouTuber. He is debunking another vegan YouTuber. I will be debunking his arguments and exposing the flaws. Thank you and enjoy.
I mean, if you're a vegan already, then you'll know, like, we're the ones who are right. We're the ones who are living in a morally justifiable way, and all our choices are morally justifiable, so...
Why? You know, the video started out fine until you said that because you're a vegan, you're living in a morally justified world because you're a vegan. And later in the video, you is it reiterate or reliterate? I don't even know the... You repeat yourself, in this video, near the end of the video, saying that the only right way is veganism, and that, anybody who is not a vegan is immoral, and they don't have any ethical value, they don't have morals. You can't be a moral person if you're not a vegan because you're killing an animal.
She was implying that we were more moral, not that you had no morals.
I just like to say that I like beef, I like my bacon, I like my meat. And for you to sit there calmly and tell me that I am somehow immoral due to me not sharing your same belief regarding veganism and meat, I find that rather insulting. Rather, I get upset when someone tries to tell me that I am not a moral person simply because I eat meat, or that you are morally superior to me because you do eat meat. This is no different than the bigoted mentality that religious people have. Not all religious people and not all vegans have, but it's the same mentality that if you don't believe what I believe, then you're not intelligent. You're not a moral person if you're not religious. If you're not religious, you cannot be a moral person. You're an atheist. You have no morals.
Christians believe that all mortality and all morals come from their God. So if you don't believe in their God, or you don't follow their God, you cannot be a moral person. There's no evidence for a God, therefore Christians have no argument for mortality. But there is evidence for people killing sentient beings unnecessarily and for their own greed. A lot of the time it could be in very painful manners and inhumane.
It's people like this that really make me mad when they latch onto an ideology and they tell that people that their ideology is the only right way, and if you don't accept that ideology, you're wrong, you're immoral, you can't be ethical, you can't make good choices.
Eating is a very personal issue to a lot of people. So is believing in a God. And if you were a vegan or an atheist and you were trying to convert people to either atheism or veganism, the people who were listening would have to view the topic with an open mind.
And you're just a terrible person because you don't agree with, you don't want to live your life according to what I think you should live. That's wrong, that's bigotry, and that's intolerance towards everybody around you. Like I said in the start of the video, I don't mind if you're a vegan. I respect that belief. But the moment you start forcing your belief upon me...
This is where I have to correct you, because she's not actually forcing her beliefs upon you. This is clearly vegan towards vegan.
But the biggest problem here is that you think that humanity would be better if everybody went vegan. No, it wouldn't. In fact, I think society as a whole, the entire world, would start to degrade and society would start to crumble because we're not eating meat. I think meat is important.
What way is it important in society? Is it the fact that it's destroying our environment more than all transport put together? Is it the fact that it's crippling our economies and crippling up our health systems? This is the leading causes of deaths in America. If you look at the top one, heart disease of the heart, that is from meat, eggs and milk. And sclerosis as well, that's caused from meat, eggs and milk, and many other things in this list. If you go on a vegan diet, this will help you significantly for most of these things. Obviously things like accidents and homicide don't actually help.
No way to support an entire world all of veganism, because number one, well, for me personally, veganism is really, really expensive.
A vegan diet is actually the cheapest diet, because the most expensive things on the market are milk, eggs, and meat. The only real reason you can afford them is because they're subsidized loads.
And I could not afford to be a vegan. And you have to also take into account that not everybody around who's in New Zealand or around the world can afford a vegan diet. And even if I could afford it, I wouldn't, because number one, I have no desire to be a vegan, and I like my meat. I like my bacon. And I don't know. I really I understand that you mean well by this video, but there's just so much wrong. There's so many wrong things you say. Like, you even bring up evolution briefly in a statement. And if you go back and you study evolution, you'll see that we used to be a hunter-gatherer.
We didn't used to be a hunter-gatherer. In fact, we had extremely small amounts of meat, far, far more than what the average US and UK citizen consumes. I will link in the description below a video of a guy showing why we're not predators. We don't hunt at all. We've never hunted. Well, we have to a certain extent, but not a lot. Not as much as like lions, which is their only source of food. We're not that kind of animal. And he'll just explain why. But MrRepzion, I have actually seen some of your other videos. I really like them. So I don't mean to mean any harm, but I just want you to view the vegan topic or the vegan idea with an open mind, like how you became an atheist. I think it's the same stages that you go through. And for everyone else, thank you for watching and subscribe.